Lake Tahoe damaged. You can see that I'm standing in the middle of a section that was wiped out. And you can see right up there on the hillside that it wasn't just the houses down there. It took out a swath. Shows rather clearly with the snow behind the burnt out trees. You can see a number of people, particularly right here in this area, have gotten with it to rebuild. I don't know if the camera can pick it up or not, but there's still a few hammers tapping, and it's getting to be fairly late in the evening. It's odd. Most of the time, this side of the street was not affected. But right through here, it wiped out both sides of the street. I guess it all depended upon the way the winds shifted. You can see well down in there that there's still houses untouched. But right at this corner, wiped out. Wiped out completely. The light being the way it is, you probably can't tell, but the ridge is right there, and that fire just came right on around the ridge. Got the porta potty setting in for the men that's working, and the cars that are parked here around me are, I think, mainly workmen. I have no idea where the people that are having these houses built are right now, but obviously they've had to make do somewhere. Relatives, low rent, high rent. If they're right here in Tahoe, it's bound to be high rent. This is a booming town, and even with all the damage, it doesn't change things a whole lot. You see, this house here is gone. That's a house that went untouched. And there's another one peeking through there, the green roof and the white side. Hard to tell. Hard to explain the vagaries of a fire. Down there, I think the one that's brown maybe is a new construction, but I believe maybe it's one that for some reason was spared while everything else through here was wiped out. I can't imagine having your house just burnt down, in some cases right in front of the eyes of the owners. There's one picture in a Tahoe newspaper publication where a man that was going through the community as the fire was going on, and he was taking pictures. I don't know if this particular house was his or not, but I kind of got the impression it was. And it showed a picture of the house, and his camera was one of those that recorded exactly the time when a picture was taken. Showed his house intact. Showed later with a picture that he said he took by putting the camera on the corner of another house that was still standing to escape the heat. Showed his house in total flame. I think it was less than 3 minutes. Differential. Having seen some fire situations with Christmas trees, big Christmas trees, and 1 or 2 times in the fire in Yellowstone, from a distance, seeing a big tree, a big pine tree, go up in flames, I had some idea of how that could be with trees. But a house? Unbelievable! Unbelievable that a house could suddenly go up in flames. Looked like the whole house was on fire in just 2 or 3 minutes. So I guess if it gets hot enough, and I don't know how that guy was surviving, because he wasn't that far away when he was taking the pictures. I don't know whether they'll lumber these dead trees. I don't have any idea what the plans are. My daughter tells me that when they were fighting the fires, they used a retardant that had some sort of slurry mixed in with the water to help hold the soil. So it also encouraged reforestation, at least regrassing, something to grow eventually. Well, that's what I wanted to show. And you can see right here the little tree on this side of that group, it was burnt. These others, well, there's another one there in the middle there that got burnt, and these others survived. Hard to explain. Just as hard to explain as can be. That's it. Tahoe, damaged Tahoe, but obviously a rebuilding, vibrant community that's going to have a whole row of houses here before very long.